Mala Sudam Kumbha Vibodha Mudra Vidyavirajata Karavari Jatam Apara Karunya Sudam Burashim Sri Sharadamba Pranatosmi Nityam. Seeking the benediction of Jagannmata Sharada Parmeshwari, Vagdevi Saraswathi, that repository of all that is culture, knowledge, tradition, wisdom, art, learning and fine art, I bow to her as I commence my address today. It gives me great pleasure to welcome you all to this pleasant function organized this evening to confer the 23rd Sri Shanmukhananda National Eminence Award for Lifetime Contribution, Sangeetha Kala Vibhushan for the year 2022, and to confer the Sangeetha Shiromani Award to 3 young musicians who have dazzled on the stage till now, giving adequate evidence and promise that they shall come of age and become stars in their own right. Time has indeed flown. It was as if a decade ago we commenced this awards journey when the legendary Bhishma Pitaha of Carnatic music, Padma Vibhushan Semangudi Srinivasa Iyer, at the ripe age of 94, came all the way from Chennai, escorted by Sanjay Subramaniam, to receive the inaugural award. It is the blessings of Semangudi that has stood both the institution and the awards journey in good stead. Countless number of Mahavidwans and Mahavidushis of our times have humbled the institution by the spontaneity of their acceptance of the award, and themselves have been enchanted and captivated by the divine aura that has been associated with this award and all those unique features of this award that had stood them in good stead in the long musical journey of theirs after receiving the award. Till now, this award has been conferred on 24 Mahavidwans and Vidushis of our times and 61 young musicians who have been decorated and blessed with the Shanmukha Shiromani. This journey of celebrating excellence in music continues. In the Golden Jubilee year of the Sabha in the year 2001-2, several changes were brought about, path-breaking changes were evolved to further consolidate the efforts of the institution to preserve and perpetuate fine arts in the country. A plethora of awards were brought in as a means for acknowledgement of the contribution of the artists of all genres, of all classes, at all stages of evolution of the artist, making this the largest institution in the country, other than the central government, for the number of awards that are being given to musicians every year. And when these awards were initiated, the whole purpose was to celebrate the art itself, and then the artist as a means to celebrate the art. When this journey continued with time and various artists were honored on the stage, it became evident that the purpose and the intent for which this journey has started bearing fruits. Sound-wise, from times immemorial, classical music has been promoted by kings, courts of wisdom and royalty. With the demise of royalty, it came onto the temples and the devasoms. In view of the sublimity and the divinity of the art form, to acknowledge the contribution of the artists and also their performances in the Ardha Mandapams facing the sanctum sanctorums of the temples. When independence came into the nation, when democracy gained currency, the need for preserving culture through a structured institutional platform arose. Countless number of sabhas and cultural institutions sprung up all across the country with a singular mandate to preserve the art form. As one of the foremost institutions of fine arts in this country, we did not limit our responsibility just to have the skills of the artists showcased to our discerning members from this platform. Beyond that, we thought that we have to motivate and sustain the artists through their long journey and ensure that the art itself is preserved in the bargain. Sound by its very nature is disturbance. When it does not contain any meaning, it becomes noise. when it carries some meaning, it becomes word. When the word is set in proper syntax and grammar, it becomes prose. When the same word is set in metrical exposition, it becomes poetry. When poetry is set in cadence and dipped and soaked in harmony, melody, and rhythm, it becomes music. Bhartamuni in Natyashastra says, Yat kavyena yuktam tat gitena prasadayet. What cannot be expressed in words can only be sung and given across. And this is the most visual form of expression that the artists have used to give an expression to the emotions that they have and the divinity that comes to be associated with it. Indian classical music, arguably, is the oldest system of music of all those systems of music that originate more than 3,000 years ago. With its instant appeal and inherent enlightenment, and as a means of education, entertainment, and elevation, Indian classical music is indeed very special. Both the streams of music, the main streams of music, whether it is the Hindustani music or the Carnatic music, both combine in them not only the melody, the rhythm, and the harmony, and also bring an enchanting environment that elevates the mood of the listener themselves. Indian classical music owes its origin to the Vedic times. In fact, it originates from the Samaveda, Vedanam Samavedosmi, said the Lord in Bhagavad Gita. And as a Upaveda of Samaveda comes the Gandharva Veda, the celestial Gandharvas adopted music as a way of life. Indian classical music is distinguished from music the world over by the element of bhakti that is interwoven into it. It is the offering of the kalakar at the lotus feet of the Lord. Akbar once asked Tansen, his court musician, as to why his guru Haridas Baba sings far more melodious than Tansen himself. Pat came the reply, I sing in praise of you. My Guru Baba sings for and the glory of the Lord. This is the greatness of the art that we need to preserve and protect as we carry forward. This year, the highest award of this institution, the Sangeetha Kala Vibhushan, is being conferred on Padma Bhushan Srimati Sudha Raghunathan. She is the 25th awardee in the line of the Mahavidwans and the Vidushis who have been decorated and blessed with this award. In a sense, there has been a mini milestone that we have reached as we confer this award on her. As we conferred this award on her, there are glad tidings which have also come along. As she said at the beginning, that the Academy Puraskar of the Central Sangeet Natak Academy, the custodian of culture in this country, for the year 2021 has been conferred on her. And the joy did not stop with her, that one amongst us, one is part of us, one is part of the managing committee of our Sabha, Srimati Radha Nambudri, has also been given the Academy Puraskar for the same year 2021. So there is overflowing of emotions and joy at this occasion as we confer this national award to Srimati Sudha Raghunathan. She was initiated into this classical art form as a very young age, thanks to the musical environment that was prevalent during the time that she was being the upbringing in the house itself. She came under the tutelage of Padma Bhushan, the legendary M.L. Vasanta Kumari, under a Government of India scholarship. And MLV not only softened the rough edges in her, honed her skills and blossomed her into the level of eminence that is obtaining in her today. It's thanks to her Guru's Kataksha that she has reached this level. But it is to the credit of Sudha that she came out of the shadows of the Guru very soon and became a star in herself. And it created a style of herself where the soul of music was in the dynamism and the depth of the presentation of music by her. And not just limited to it, with special motif and matrices for the images of the raga and the swaras that she used to had. You had an amalgam which was an experience that you need to experience when she sings. And as she evolved herself, thanks to her guru, she had awards and accolades sitting on her shoulders very lightly as they traveled along. But the aradhana, the tapas for the Ishadevata of music continued with her under the greatest award that she has been blessed with over time. And this award is singularly not being given to her. As we give this award to her, there are several things which are unique to this award. First and foremost, this is the only award where it is just not the lead institution or whichever institution sponsors the award which decorates the artist. The cultural institutions across the city come forward to share the joy of the artist being felicitated and honor them as much as they are honored by the main institution. Contribution and not competition leads to celebration. And this is a lesson that Sabhas across the country deservedly can take from the city of Mumbai, thanks to all the institutions of this city who believe that the art is more important than how they preserve and protect the art. The second reason why it is important is there's an old Danish proverb says, honor the old and teach the young. This award, of course, honors the old. I have not called her old, I said the veterans of our times. It also honors the young. Not just honoring the young, it provides a platform for the youngsters to be in the company of the Mahavidwan or the Vidushi, draw inspirations from their achievements during their life journey till now, motivate themselves to higher levels of performance in the years ahead. Singularly, this is the greatest contribution that this award makes to the youngsters to share the award in the company of the Mahavidwans of our times. Today, this stage is bedecked by 3 young jewels. Each one of them have given enough evidence that they are the stars of the morrow. Kalyanapuram Aravind was initiated into classical music at the age of 4. At this age of 31 and odd, already 27 years have gone by in the Aradhana of music. It's again thanks to Mother Sesha Gopalan, who in the late was the last guru for him at that time, who honed his skill, and it is his blessings that has brought him to the level that he is. I'm sure he will go places in the years ahead. When the prodigal son comes for homecoming, victorious, that joy is to be experienced, it can never be described. So when L. Ramakrishnan, Lakshmanan Ramakrishnan comes back to this institution as a Vidwan of our times, as an artist in his own right, it gladdens our heart that whatever we did during his days in the Sabha, and I'm sure the 7 years of intense tapas and training that we gave, leading to Sangeetha Mani of this institution, has stood him in good stead and has made him what he is today. In as much as we were very happy to say that the Academy Puraskar have come to them, Ramakrishnan has also got the Ustad Bismillah Khan Young Musicians Puraskar for the year 2019. Because of the pandemic, all the 3 years have been announced together. There is a star in the horizon as far as Nama Sankirtanam is concerned. What is the hallmark of Savita's Nama Sankirtanam is the way the bhajans are fortified in the Carnatic style. And it has endeared the Bhakta Rasikas, because the Rasikas for others need not be Bhaktas, but for Nama Sankirtanam, it's the voice of God that is being given, and therefore the countless number of Rasikas that have come to her fold are testimony to the fact that Nama Sankirtanam is absolutely safe in the hands of youngsters like her. there are several art forms that are dying, will die. Every effort will be made to promote, provide support to them and sustain them. But when we look at these youngsters, we are confident that Carnatic music and Rama Sangeetharam are absolutely safe, and for several more generations to come, they will enlighten people with the art that they have got. As I come to the end of my address this evening, may the Jagannatha Kamakoti Kamakshi shed her grace on both of them, the Utsava Murtis of today, and on these young musicians who are over there. May the good goddess bless us too, so that we can, in our own way, as Kinkaras in Setubandhanam, in Ramayana, provide that much of support that we can based on our abilities for the promotion, the perpetuation, the preservation of this great virasat of this land. Thank you and God bless.